Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Magical Warfare. And it was on Crunchyroll, part of the new season, new lineup for 2014. And I was like, what is this about? Will I like it? And, what's going on? And so, what's the story about? The story is about a guy who meets a girl, and the girl happens to be a magician. And apparently when you get hit or you're near magic, you also become a magician. And so he kind of deals with, what's going on and, all this crazy magic things happening. You gotta, imagine, this character has, been calm through all this crazy-ass shit. He's gotta be the most boss-ass character ever. No matter what the hell happened in this first episode, he was like, yeah, man, just calm down, and it's no worries. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, you slapped me across the freaking hall, but it's nothing. I mean, she literally pulled out a gun, too, and, blasted him, right, freaking near his face. And the only thing he can say, for all this stuff, is just it was an accident. I didn't mean to hug you. There is some, serious, what the hell's in this animes at the moment. And, did you all see his fight? There's, a couple fights in this first episode. And, when he was, fighting that guy with the huge-ass sword, he pulled out a bamboo stick, okay? A bamboo stick, a shinai. He was just like, I'm gonna take him, I'm gonna take him, And then, I was the first second he's gonna hit that freaking sword, it's gonna, fucking get chopped in half, right? Because it's a fucking sword. Fucking sword versus wood. Or not even wood, just bamboo. And, he started fighting him, and, it was he I don't know what happened. Seriously, it was his bamboo stick was made out of fucking, titanium alloy or some shit like that. I literally don't understand what happened. It was a full-on, fast-paced, powered up fight, Dragon Ball Z fight, and his shinai, he was just fucking just taking it. He was just taking everything. I was thinking to myself, man, is the sword he's carrying made out of paper or some shit? He has a fucking badass sword, and it can't even cut through a little tiny wood piece of bamboo. There's that. I mean, for the first couple minutes, he was just going along, and he no matter what crazy ass shit happened, he was just oh, okay, I'm gonna just accept it. You could shoot goddamn ice powers at me, and I'm okay, you froze half the fucking wall. I'm yeah, I'm not gonna freak out. I've seen that shit. We're just gonna pretend this half of the room is a goddamn refrigerator. Other than that, we get a lot of nice scenes here. We also get to find out that ruined world. Apparently, there's two. Magicians have made they either have made or there is another world, parallel world underneath, beside the real world, and that's where all the magicians reside. And that is because if they go to the real world, if they use magic on other people, bad things happen to them. They lose all their magical powers, and it also has this kind of Peter Pan thing going for it, where only kids who are young, before 18 or something, can learn magic. And once they pass the age of 18 or something like that, they can no longer ever use magic whatsoever. I the fact that even though there's a parallel world, the parallel world is destroyed. It's all apocalyptic setting. And we haven't really seen an apocalyptic setting in a long time. I mean, there's also Log Horizon, which I love dear to my heart. But I mean, it's not really been done that often enough for it to be, overused at this point. At least not in last season, and at least not in this season either. I have not seen too much of that. Mostly, modern high school setting seems to be, the bread butter of all anime. Even though the characters aren't that, amazing, at the same time, they've done the cliches well. You have a ditzy girl who's a childhood friend, looks like just the girlfriend, and you have a Tsundere, and then you have the best friend, who, in this case, is not the perv, but it's the best friend who's the cool jock, And then you have the main character who's, super average in everything, except he has, special powers. In this case, I mean, did anyone think when he had the the eye thing? Did anyone think he was Code Geass? They had the Code Geass eye, but it was a fucking Sharingan. It tells you what the opponent's gonna do ahead of time, and it's oh my god, Sharingan time, Naruto is back up in this business. So first episode of Magical Warfare worth seeing. Worth seeing just to see where this goes. It definitely has the animation ahead of it. It has the storyline ahead of it. The main character at this point is just, I don't know what's going on. He has like selective seeing, selective whatever. He's like literally like missing out on what the hell was going on. I mean, like, it literally took his best friend, like the girlfriend. She came in, she's like, "What are you doing with this Tsundere girl?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. She like came out of nowhere and all this crazy shit happened." She like the minute the next people come and she's like, "Why doesn't he have a sword?" And I'm like, the only character in this whole first episode that notices that he's carrying a goddamn sword aside of his own body, like it's like not like crazy, but at the same time, it's like it's not bad. And then like even though you can see like maybe it'll fall into some of the pervy cliches with the fan service and all those boing boing boobs. I mean, like it is still it has enough meat and chunkiness going for it that it could probably just you could probably just forget or just like block out selective memory, guys, selective memory, block out the weird stuff. It has enough chunky stuff to block out the weirdness of this anime. Alright, so episode 2 of Magical Warfare. Here we go.